Do you find yourself looking for the perfect wine to go with your next bowl of ice cream, but you're not sure where to begin? Well, I have got you covered because that was me years ago. My name is Tiffany, and I am so excited you're here. I help busy millennials create healthy meals in minutes without stress and overwhelm. And I also help those of you adults out there looking to indulge every once in a while with beverage pairing recommendations to go along with those quick, easy recipes. Check out my link in the description below and follow me on social media for daily tips, tricks, and inspiration. And while you're there, be sure to download your copy of my free food and wine pairing guide to help you create the perfect pairing experience to wow your friends at your next gathering. In this video, we are going to talk about 6 common ice cream flavors and which wines are going to pair best with those flavors. But that's not all. I also have a super simple strategy to help you create that perfect pairing experience right away today. So be sure to stick around until the end. Let's get started. Now, the most common ice cream flavor out there is traditional vanilla bean. Now, you can never go wrong with a bowl of vanilla ice cream. Whether you leave it plain, add some fresh berries, chocolate chips, drizzle it with maple syrup, you can never go wrong. Now, with the basicness of vanilla ice cream, you want to have a simple, crisp, delicious wine to go along with that. So your best recommendation is going to be a glass of Riesling. The crispness of that Riesling is going to nicely balance the plain yet delicious flavors of vanilla ice cream. And if you do find yourself adding some fresh berries, the Riesling is going to go along with those as well. Now, another popular flavor is our berry flavors. Strawberry is the first one that comes to mind, but there are mixed berries with or without chocolate syrup and several other fruity varieties out there. Now, to match that fruity quality of ice cream, you want to have a fruity wine as well. So a rosé is going to be your best option to go along with these berry ice cream flavors. Now, if you do find yourself with some fresh chocolate chips or chocolate syrup mixed in, a Pinot Noir is going to be an excellent option as well to go along with the berry flavored ice cream. Now, before we jump into 2 of my personal favorites, I want to hear from you. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Drop it in the comments below. I look forward to reading those and offering a recommendation of a wine to go along with that flavor, especially if it's one not already covered in this video. Now, another popular flavor is classic chocolate, which you can never go wrong with. Now, with the decadent of chocolate, whether you find yourself with a plain chocolate or some chocolate chunks, maybe some brownie chunks or cookie chunks, you are going to fall in love with the combination of a glass of Zinfandel or Pinot Noir with the chocolate flavors. Now, Pinot Noir is also excellent if you are topping with fresh berries, in addition to the chocolatey flavors already swirled inside that bowl. Now, one of my personal favorites is mint chocolate chip peppermint bonbon. You can never go wrong with this combination in my eyes. So with the minty flavors and the chocolatiness, your best option is going to be a Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, a Syrah is another excellent option, but the Cab is going to be the ultimate best choice with that mint chocolate chip. It's going to pair very nicely with the chocolatey flavors, as well as accent that little bit of mint, making it delicious and irresistible. Now, before we dive in to the last 2 popular flavors of ice cream, I want to remind you to hit the subscribe button because I'm dropping videos like this every week, and I would hate for you to miss out on the next tip or trick that is shared right here inside my tasting room. Now, another common flavor that we see is salted caramel or some cookies mixed in to that ice cream. This could be a vanilla base, which is most often, but you might find yourself with a chocolate base. But most commonly, it's going to be a vanilla salted caramel plus or minus some cone pieces, cookie pieces, and other random additions. Now, this ice cream is going to be very flavorful, and so we want to have another flavorful wine that is going to balance it rather than counteract it with overpowering or not really have a presence with that ice cream. So Pinot Noir is going to be your best option to go along with the salted caramel. The fruity notes of the Pinot Noir are going to blend very well with the decadence of that salted caramel, especially if you find yourself with pieces of cookies, ice cream cone, or nuts mixed in with that ice cream. And our last flavor is sorbet or rainbow sherbet. Typically everyone's favorite as a little kid. And I mean, let's be honest, even as adults, rainbow sherbet is pretty darn awesome. Now you want to have something light and bubbly to go along with the sorbet or rainbow sherbet. So a Moscato or Prosecco is going to be your best option. And little added tip, turn it into an ice cream float. So scoop that ice cream into your glass, top it off with that bottle of, well, maybe not the whole bottle, but top it off with your Moscato or Prosecco, and you have got a nice float that is going to keep you refreshed all summer long. Now, if you're ready to keep this momentum going, here are 3 simple tips for you to remember to help you create the ultimate wine pairing experience at your next get together. Now, the first one, very common rule, typically red with red and white with white. Now, what this means is red wines generally pair best with your red meats, steak, burger, and any grilled or smoked game. White wines pair best with your white meats generally. So chicken, turkey, pork, and fish. But this is not always the case. Now you want to, tip number 2, consider your sides and seasonings. When it comes to the sides and seasonings, this is where that first general rule can sometimes go out the window. Now, if you find yourself with a hearty bowl of spaghetti with ground beef and that red tomato sauce, then yes, red wine is the way to go. But if you find yourself with some ground chicken in there instead, or ground turkey, and you're serving it with some garlic butter noodles or garlic bread, then a white wine may be the better option. Now, when it comes to those seasonings, your garlic and herb flavors go best with a white wine, but your more hearty flavors or baking spices and chocolate are going to go better with a red wine. So that is where it comes into play. Now, of course, with your sides, grilled veggies, excellent option is going to be a rosé or a Cabernet Sauvignon. And our third tip is sweet likes heat. So when you find yourself with spicy dishes, think Mexican cuisine or Indian curry, you want a sweet wine to balance out the spiciness. Otherwise, if you are looking to enhance the spicy flavors, grab yourself a dry wine and it is going to do just that. But no, that I warned you, it's going to be spicier than on its own. So if you are ready to continue to learn even more, click the link in the description below and download your copy right now of my free food and wine pairing guide so you can start to wow your friends at your next pairing experience right away.